And welcome back, guys, to another Cole survival guide. I have a special video here for y'all today where I will be revealing my trunk of military equipment. And this will be kind of like a gear review or an unboxing. And I hope y'all enjoy. I'm not sure how exciting this will be, but stay tuned and like and subscribe. Now let's open this puppy. See, I don't normally get in this thing, so it's kind of old. Alrighty. But this is my military surplus. And I'll be going by the items one by one. And so let's get started. These are two of my military surplus hats. I don't know what sizes they are in, but I use these for like airsoft wars or military events. You know, they're really for anything, and I probably need to straighten them more, but why should I? You know, they're in my military box. They're fine. This would be my military surplus uniform. I believe it's Army. And it has a lot of uses. You can wear it for every day. Has lots of pockets, lots of room to hold stuff. But also it has a big sentimental value. And I would say it looks nice. You know, you have lots of spaces to place patches and stuff. And I could wear this for airsoft wars or military events again. You know, uses are endless. Now these are my military surplus pants. They're also Army. Have a lot of pockets and a lot of space considering my size. These weren't originally mine, but yeah, they have tons of pockets, a lot of use. You could use this. Most people do use this for everyday work because they're so useful. They're very comfortable and very airy, adjustable sizes. And I could use this when I fit it for like our airsoft wars. You know, I could use this when I fit it for work or something. It's really nice, and I hope I get to fit it someday. Now this is my World War II steel helmet. This is not a real thing, it's a replica. I got it off of eBay, and it is, in my opinion, very nice. In fact, I fell asleep with this thing on, and didn't have a problem. I mean, sometimes it pushes your head up. There's a lot of space that you can put stuff in here for equipment. It's very safe. You won't feel a thing if you hit something on the top here. It's adjustable straps. It has two straps for everyday use. And you might think, what would you use this for? Well, airsoft wars. You might need this if you're going into a cave, because that's sometimes what they use these for. It has two liners, one for the metal shell and one for the plastic one. A lot of head room. Very adjustable, if I say so. And very strong, very protective. This, guys, would be my World War II designed canteen. It has a cloth mesh on the outside that protects it and keeps it warm or cold. And it has this little belt thing that you can clip to your belt if you want it to, and it'll stay in place. It has two buttons on each side to hold in the canteen, and then you will pull out the real canteen. It's all a metal configuration. I kind of had to use this a bit, and I dented it. Which, yeah, you would think it'd be a little bit stronger, but it's not steel. It's tin. You know, you got your cap here that you can unscrew for all your liquids and such, and that's useful because if you didn't have a cap, it'd be very unuseful. Then you have this little thing right here, which is the cup. You can put this over a fire and boil water, or you could eat or drink out of it. It's very endless, and it holds space if you want to put something in it. Yeah, it's really strong. You could use this for everyday life if you want to carry your food or water, or you know, you could use it as design if you want to look like you're in World War II again. It's like that. You might ask me, what is this? It looks like a metal tray with a bunch of rivets and such. So what is it? Well, I'm here to say this is a compact stove. This is way older than me, and probably most of y'all, but it goes together simple configuration, all metal. I think it's actually steel. It's meant for a gas stove, or I'm sure you could find something else to fit it. It's very universal. It could fit in any duffel bag or anything, but it comes together like that, and it's extremely strong. I couldn't just collapse this thing with my hand. There's 2 clips on each side to hold the bars together so it doesn't come loose, except this is the hatch where you put the gas in. Put the gas in here. And you have this little cooking tray on top. Most people have like that comes with it, but it's not like this. This is way something else. You can keep this in your duffel bag or in your flat pack or something, and it's useful to have. Well, guys, this is my aluminum mess kit. It has a lot of configurations. It's really tough, and there's a lot here for how thin it is. Right here you can unscrew this bolt, pull this lever back, and you automatically have a cooking tray, which is extremely useful in an outdoor situation where you might not have this. And you pop this thing out and it's a little cooking tray. You also have a steel plate. So you have a cooking tray and a steel plate. You can put those over the fire and cook your food, or you could have anything in it. Then right here you have 2 pots, actually 1 pot, but like a cup inside. You have a cup and you have this pot. You can hang this over a fire and you can boil water in it, or you could keep your food in it while you carry it somewhere. You could keep things in here and carry it somewhere. It has this little handle on top, which is removable, and has a really strong configuration. Then you have this plastic cup it comes with, and this is not fireproof or anything. It's just plastic, but if you're trying to drink coffee or tea or something, you have your little cup, and then it all collapses. So you see how small this is? Well, you won't believe what it is. This is a compact mini trench shovel, which has so many uses. I've almost used it in my time. You will close this handle and you'll clip it into these bars, which I'm not going to do. And it's a, I believe, steel configuration. You can dig your fire pit with it, or you could you could even do your garden with this thing. I mean, it collapses back into its small thing, and you could carry this around with you in your purse or even in your duffel bag. Has tons of uses, and on the package it has this little belt clip where you can connect this to your belt and always carry your mini shovel with you. It can go back in nicely as before, no trouble there. And that's that. So this is my first military surplus bag. It goes in both of 3 bags, and I have quite a few stuff in here that can help you in a survival situation or in a camping situation. In fact, you don't even have to use this in those situations. You could keep them in your everyday life, like in your purse or in your backpack, and they have a lot of use. Now this I haven't ever used because I haven't needed to, because of south we don't get much snow or ice. But this is a ice spike for your shoes. You would attach this to your shoe, and then when you're walking through snow or ice, you wouldn't slip or fall and hurt yourself possibly, and you could get up rocky places easier with this thing. It's universal and adjustable for every shoe. I'm not going to show the name of this or anything because, well, I don't want to get demonetized or something, but this is how it was. It was $3.99, very good price for what it is. Next, I have a collapsible cup. See how thin this is? Well, you open up the cap, and boom, it's a cup. And you can keep water or tea in here, coffee maybe. It's not it's very flammable, but it's very useful if you want to keep this anywhere. And yeah, really nice. Next, I have my yo-yo. It's a fishing yo-yo. What you'll do is you'll put this up in a tree or something over water, and when you go fishing, you'll draw down this line, and is supposed to hook up on here like this. It's been so long. And so it's like this, and then when a fish bites, boom, it rolls it up. It's a fishing yo-yo. You can buy these off of eBay or something for a couple bucks. It's very useful. Next, I have some string and some scissors. I really don't know why I put this in there, but it can come useful for any situation I need. Here is my trench shovel, very collapsible. You could fit this in your flat pack or something, or even on your belt, because there's a belt loop here. And for something so small, it is extremely big, and it has lots of uses for it. As you can see, you will have a lot of maintenance for this because there's a lot to do with it. You can pull this out, and then you have a spike, or you have a trench spike, or you have a shovel which has a saw on the side. Or if you want it to be a little bit different, you can pull this shovel all the way out, and now you just have a shovel, and you can, get the dirt with it. Or you could, you could even use this for a weapon if you needed to, and it has lots of uses. Now, so here's my next bag. It's a lot more of random equipment. Right in here we have some cloth. You never know when you might need this. You could wrap around your arm if you get a cut or something, or you could fix your t-shirt with that. You could use as a headband, or you could even use this to like hold down something. Right here I have a plastic bag. Comes with many uses with a string on it, of course. And yeah, here I have a fishing kit thing. I have some matches. Oh, these are always useful if you need to light a fire, if you don't have a flint and steel. Or you could use this for other things like lighting a cigarette or a cigar. Here I have a mini sewing kit. Most of women have these in their purses. I would say they are very useful, and women know what they're doing. Has your everyday basics, scissors, sewing needles, pins, buttons, everything you might need that you might not have. Here is a saw, a tree saw I haven't opened. What you do is you wrap this around a tree and you start pulling front and back on it, and it will soon cut the tree with multi-wires. Very useful, and I'm pretty sure I might have to use that someday soon. And here's my personally made mini canteen kit, which holds some paper and some random stuff, obviously. I don't know why, but these are very useful, and I colored it for my own use. This will be my last survival kit that I created. Has a lot of things that are very important, and most of this I made myself, and which you could do, or some of it I bought off of eBay. This is my Chinese chopsticks and spoon set. All of this stuff is collapsible, and you can connect all these things together to make either chopsticks, a spoon, or a fork. And it's in this tiny little box, so you don't have any trouble carrying it around. And you do not know how useful this is if you don't want to use your hands. Next, I have a little bottle of lotion, which seems to have dehydrated itself, which I don't need that anymore. Then I have one of these tiny Avenger, washcloths. And I put this in there myself because you wouldn't believe, if you're out there and you need to wash something off and you don't want to use leaves, use this tiny compactable, maybe not even an inch, thing. It's like a sponge, and you soak it up with water and it gets really big. Very useful. Here I have two capsules of cloth or cotton, and here's cotton with matches. And these again can start your fires, and you could use the cotton to fill in patches or something. They have a lot of uses. You don't even have to carry these on your flat packs, but it's more recommended. Then I have 2 corks. These I can use for fishing things. If you put a hole through these and put a string in, you could use these as bobbers to sense if you caught a fish or not. Or you could use these for other reasons. You could cut them up and put them somewhere or something like that. Very useful. Here I have a flint and steel. This is what I was talking about that could start a fire. It's a smaller version. You can keep this in your purse, which I recommend, or a bag or something. You have a little saw blade here that you can use to start a fire. You just scratch off the steel or the flint and it will start a fire. I have another fishing yo-yo. Of course, these are very useful in my opinion. Another thing of cotton, and then I have my multi-tool, which is a spoon and fork configuration. You will open the spoon and you'll open the fork and it can come apart, and now you have a collapsible spoon and fork. You have a wine opener, bottle opener. You have 2 sets of bottle openers and a tiny blade on this one, on the fork. And on the spoon, you have a utility knife. This will be 2 of my last items. This is my camouflage ghillie suit, or it's a cover for something or someone. You could use this in a airsoft war or in other situations. I used to use this as a room decoration back then, and it has these cords on the sides that you connect to stuff like a tree or your person. It's very collapsible. You could fit this in your bag easily, and you could use this in situations like if you don't want to be seen from up above or something like that. You could wrap this around you and have a little bit more of a camouflage. It's meant to look like grass or outdoors, but right now we're in fall, so it kind of doesn't blend in very well. And then next I have my poncho. It's military green. I don't want to open this because then I won't be able to put it back, but I put in this waterproof bag right here, and it is very collapsible. You can put this in your backpack when it rains or something. You can pull it out. Covers most of your body and will keep you dry. I've used a couple of these, and I would say they're probably the best thing to stay dry, better than an umbrella, because wind blows one way, the umbrella might collapse, but this doesn't collapse. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Cole's Survival Guide. Do not forget to like and subscribe. This is my filmer, my photographer. He helped with this video today, and I hope you all enjoyed. Share with everybody, please. Get this around and get this up to 100 likes. Thanks for watching. See ya.